Let's be honest, when it comes to AI in education, there is so much noise out there and, frankly, a lot of fear. But what if there was a practical, proven way to use it? Not to replace counselors, but to actually give them superpowers. Well, today we're going to break down a framework that does exactly that, developed by some of the top college counselors in the country. Let's dive in. So this is the question that really kicks the whole thing off. It actually came from a conversation with Ari Worthman, who's the director of college counseling at Lakeside School. I mean, one of the best resource schools you can imagine. And you'd think, oh, they've got it all figured out. But the answer was a surprising no. It turns out this is a universal problem. You see, the real issue isn't a lack of caring. It's not a lack of expertise. The bottleneck is what we could call administrative friction. It's that endless hamster wheel of synthesizing scattered notes, rereading old files, drafting documents from scratch. It's all this low-leverage work that literally steals time away from high-value, face-to-face student advising.
To solve a problem that big, you can't just throw another piece of software at it. No. You need a fundamental shift in philosophy, a whole new way of thinking about what AI's job should even be.
And this is the big shift right here. The old fear, the thing that makes us all nervous, is AI that writes for us. You know, something generic, impersonal, and honestly, pretty risky. But the new framework? It's completely different. It's about AI that listens for us. It becomes a tool for creating a structured, searchable memory. It's all about augmentation, not replacement.
So, what in the world is structured listening? Well, think of it like this. It's using AI to capture and perfectly organize a student's complete story from all these different sources over time. It's like giving every counselor a perfect, instantly searchable memory for every student. This frees them up from having to dig through old files for hours just to get up to speed for a meeting.
Okay, so this whole philosophy is powered by one single foundational tool. It's called the Student Story Ledger. Now, don't think of the ledger as just some static file. It's a living, breathing document. It's a comprehensive story that literally grows with the student all the way through high school. And it's pulling in everything. We're talking teacher comments, counselor notes from every interaction, and most importantly, the student's own voice through their self-reflections.
And this slide just nails the difference. Right, on one side, you've got the typical stat sheet, GPA, test scores, a list of activities. It's useful, sure, but it's flat. On the other side, you have the ledger. It captures the story behind those numbers, a student's curiosity, their moments of real leadership, how they bounce back from a challenge. That's the rich context that colleges are actually hungry for.
So, how do you get that rich narrative? The key, it turns out, is voice. Think about it. When a student types answers into a form, you get maybe 500 words of pretty surface-level info. But when you let them speak their story, you can get something closer to 50,000 words, a deep, detailed, and way more authentic narrative. It's the difference between a quick snapshot and the whole movie.
Okay, a powerful new philosophy and a smart tool are great, but how do they solve a real, nagging, everyday problem? Well, this is where we get to what the systems architects call the counselor's golden ticket.
You're in college counseling, you know this pain deep in your bones. The recommendation letter season hits, and it's just this crushing wave of work. You're trying to piece together notes from emails, from random documents, from your own memory, and every single hour you spend drafting is an hour you can't spend with a student who really needs you.
So how does this framework fix that? It's a really simple three-step workflow. First, the ledger just ingests all the relevant data automatically. No more hunting for nodes. Second, the AI synthesizes all of it into a structured first draft, grounded in verified stories, and formatted to your school style. And third, and this is the most important part, the counselor polishes it. They edit, they refine, they approve. The human is always, always in control.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The key to getting buy-in, to getting people past that initial fear of AI, is showing them it provides real, tangible relief to their workflow. When a team sees hours of painful drafting just melt away into a few minutes of thoughtful editing, that resistance just disappears.
So this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually roll this out responsibly without creating chaos? Well, the framework includes a super clear path to go from a small pilot all the way to a full-scale rollout. And it's a totally manageable 30-day plan. You start with trust, getting security reviews done, briefing the staff. Then you move to data, ingesting what you already have. After that, you run a small, low-risk pilot with maybe one counselor, focusing on that golden ticket use case. And once you've proven the value, then you can scale to the whole team.
It's all designed to build confidence every step of the way.
And of course, a responsible rollout has to be built on a foundation of non-negotiable guardrails. We're talking absolute clarity on data privacy, what gets ingested, where it lives. It means designing for academic integrity, so AI is scaffolding ideas, not writing essays for students. And it means having a clear, transparent policy for the entire school community.
So let's just bring it all home. The most crucial point is this. This entire framework has never, ever been about replacing counselors. It's about augmenting them. It's about replacing the hours spent on tedious data entry and administrative friction with more time for high-value, human-to-human advising. And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. In a profession that is built entirely on human connection, could a thoughtful, responsible AI framework actually be the key to giving you back the time to be even more human in your work?